10 of the scariest movies in the world that you should see before death. Horror movies have always been an integral part of entertainment for thrill enthusiasts. Films like The Conjuring, Insidious, and The Ring have proven that fear can lurk at any moment, creating a stressful night for you. If you also love watching horror movies and enjoy turning off the lights, trembling under a blanket in front of the couch, don't miss these 10 films. Number 1. Saw. Release year from 2004 to 2023. IMDb rating 7.6 out of 10. The story revolves around John Kramer, who attempts to choose victims for himself and puts them in a challenging game. Victims either succeed in solving the puzzle of the game or must lose their lives. Undoubtedly, one of the world's best horror films is the Saw series. Slasher is a fascinating subgenre within the horror genre, without a hint of doubt are a perfect choice for those who enjoy blood splattering on walls or derive pleasure from the brutal torture of unsuspecting victims. The Saw series has a straightforward and compelling storyline. Number 2. The Exorcist 1 and 2. Release year from 1973 to 2023. IMDb rating 8.1 out of 10. The story narrates the struggle of a single mother to save her daughter from a mysterious illness, later to be revealed that her daughter is possessed by a demon. She seeks help from 2 Roman Catholic priests to commence an exorcism as soon as possible. In the list of the top 10 scariest movies in the world, surely the name of a popular work should not be missing. One of the best supernatural horror films and undoubtedly a gripping masterpiece of Hollywood cinema is The Exorcist. Do you believe in demons? Surely after watching this film, you may tremble at the fear that if you don't believe in these demonic entities, they might come for you someday, pulling your feet from under the blanket, making you shudder. And certainly, you will come to believe in these evil beings. As the film began production, Frederick strongly demanded that Regan's room remain at a temperature of -20 degrees Fahrenheit, just like a refrigerator, so that the cameras could naturally capture the actor's breath in the cold. He also frequently fired a gun into the air to surprise the crew and actors during filming scenes. Number 3. Psycho. Release year 1960. IMDb rating 8.5 out of 10. After Secretary Marion Crane escapes with $40,000 from her job, she checks into the eerie Bates Motel run by the shy Norman Bates and his dominating elderly mother. Alfred Hitchcock created the film Psycho with a limited budget, using black and white cinematography and utilizing his television series crew. The legendary director Hitchcock financed a significant portion of the film himself, resulting in millions of dollars in revenue for him. The iconic shower murder scene, one of the most famous scenes in cinema history, remains a shining example in film editing textbooks. Still discussed in film schools, this scene is likely memorable due to Bernard Herrmann's masterful music. The synchronized screams of violins, cello, and other instruments create a chilling atmosphere, making it an indelible part of cinema history. Number 4. Midsummer. Release year 2019. IMDb rating 7.1 out of 10. Danny Arthur, a psychology student, experiences psychological trauma after her sister and parents die from carbon monoxide poisoning. This strategy further darkens Danny's relationship with her boyfriend, Kristen Hughes. Months later, she discovers that Kristen and his friends Mark and Josh have been invited by their Swedish friend to participate in a Midsummer festival at his ancestral commune in Sweden. Number 5. Us. Release year 2019. IMDb rating 6.8 out of 10. A couple takes their children to a beach house to relax with friends, but their tranquility turns into chaos when unexpected guests arrive. Jordan Peele, born on February 21st, 1979 in New York City, is a renowned American comedian, writer, director, and producer known for creating comedy and horror films and television programs that address societal and racial issues. He has created a film that will surely give you chills. The film Us is a different and captivating horror film with tangible and societal elements that will definitely be enjoyed by any serious cinema viewer. If you are looking for a different horror film, Us is worth watching. Number 6. Siegen 3. Release year 2016. IMDb rating 6.1 out of 10. The story revolves around siblings named Sadat and Kader, who have grown up with their childhood friend Orhan and live a happy life. However, when these siblings are involved in a horrifying car accident, their friend makes a desperate deal with the devil to save them. It is always a question for everyone. Which horror film is real, or which one is the scariest? If you're seeking the answer to such a question, Turkish cinema invites you to a haunted party of fear and curse, prayer and magic, jinn, and ultimately pure terror. The Sijin series, with its 8 released episodes, is one of the series inspired by real events that is highly recommended for you to watch. Number 7. The Grudge. Release year 2004. IMDb rating 6.4 out of 10. The Grudge is a curse that manifests in 2 ways, either when someone dies with intense anger or sorrow. Those who encounter this deadly supernatural force die and in turn become the source of the curse, being reborn in the same form. This chain of endless horror continues from one victim to another. In 2004, American audience became familiar with supernatural terrors in the film The Grudge, a remake of the Japanese horror film Ju-on, The Grudge from 2002. Directed by Takashi Shimizu, the film presents the Grudge as a curse born to revive someone who dies in the grip of intense anger or grief and inflicts terror on others, creating an ever-present atmosphere of fear and horror. Those who face this supernatural force perish, and the curse is repeatedly born anew, perpetuating the chain of endless fear and terror from one to another. Number 8. The Conjuring. Release year 2013 to 2023. IMDb rating 7.5 out of 10. The Perron family moves to a large and old mansion in a rural village in Rhode Island in 1971. Shortly after, they realize that the estate is haunted by an unknown and dangerous force. The mother of the family desperately seeks the help of 2 supernatural investigators. It goes without saying that the first installment of the Conjuring series is one of the best horror films that everyone should watch. After this successful film, the series continued with movies like Annabelle and others, and it has now become one of the biggest horror franchises that can keep you scared for hours. The allure of this story lies its basis on a true story, and rest assured the film knows how to evoke the feeling of fear in every cell of your body. Number 9. A Quiet Place 1 and 2. Release year 2018. IMDb rating 7.5 out of 10. This film narrates the story of a family living separately in absolute silence due to the fear of an unknown threat that reacts to any sound and hunts down the source of those sounds. The movie portrays a post-apocalyptical world where terrifying and savage alien creatures are triggered by the slightest noise, forcing humans to make every effort to remain silent, protect their families from being haunted by these creatures, and survive. This film truly brings out a sense of dread and excitement in people, coupled with moments that might make you hold your breath due to the fear of making the slightest noise. Number 10. Annabelle. Release year 2014. IMDb rating 5.4 out of 10. John believes he has found a suitable gift for his future wife Mia, an old doll in a beautiful white dress. However, the happiness of this couple doesn't last long. One horrifying night, Satanists attack their home and initiate violent acts against the couple. As the cultists try to summon a demon and paint a mysterious bloody symbol on the nursery wall, Annabelle, Mia's doll, becomes tainted, turning a once beautiful object into a demonic entity. This film is a sequel to the Conjuring film series and has been released in 2 parts. Interestingly, Annabelle, the doll in the movie, is real and is currently kept in a secure location. Have you watched any of these films? Or what has been the scariest movie you've ever seen? Share your thoughts in the comments. If the number of likes on this video is high, I will definitely introduce you to another set of 10 horror films in the next video. Thank you for staying with us until the end. To watch more videos from Top Show, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Until the next video, goodbye.